Going on YouTube, Cloverbells here, back with a collaboration video, and today I've got an old guest returning on the channel. We've got Dragonair Jordan, aka Elijah, and today he's got his Toronto team that he used to get 20th place over the weekend. So Dragonair, would you like to say hello to our viewers, because it's been a while, right? And tell us a little bit about the squad that we have here on the screen.
Yeah, hey Clover, it's great to be back. I appreciate you bringing me on today. This regional was like, I had no expectations going into it at all. I didn't play some of the earlier series of Scarlet and Violet, so this is really my first event, first regional. This is my second regional playing VGC ever, so it was amazing to day two. I learned a lot from my first one back in Sword and Shield, so it was really nice. I clearly didn't learn to not miss round one because I missed a subway missed my round one. So I did go. It's a nice story though. I went 7-1 in matches in 8-1. Sorry, yeah, 7-1 in matches in day one. So that was nice.
Yeah, I mean, that all in all, the fact that you got day two here, and then on top of that, finished 18th out of a 500 place tournament here was rather impressive. And if you folks are looking at the screen here, it is Psyspam, but it is a rather unique kind of Psyspam there. Not only do you have the Indeedee-Armarouge, but you have the weather screens from the Ninetales, so you're adding bulk to the squad, and then you add Roaring Moon and Sinistcha here, and now all of a sudden we've got a dark type on and a Psyspam team, which sometimes you do see the Urshifu, and then over here you just have a solid Iron Hands. And Elijah, before we even jump into the battles, who would you say is the MVP of the squad, in all honesty?
I think all of the mons have their uses. I think the mon that came the most is Alolan Ninetales or the Iron Hands. I think they're probably tied for matches, but Iron Hands is always consistent. I think it's the best mon in this format, hands down. Like on the team report, I didn't even know what to say about it because it just lives everything. It KOs everything that it needs to if it hits for super effectively. Like it's such a low maintenance mon. You don't have to worry about it. It does its job, and Indeedee-Armarouge, it's a hard core to support and build around without being gimmicky. And I feel like this team adding Iron Hands to it, which Iron Hands for some reason isn't really used on Trick Room that much anymore, it really ties everything in because it's the best breaker of dark types that we have out there.
Exactly. Yeah, every time that I built like some kind of Trick Room team, I always put on Iron Hands for a few reasons. That's one of the reasons, and like you said, it is the best mon in the format. I've been saying that since Regulation D. Like, I know you guys got your Fluttermanes and Landoruses and whatnot, but Iron Hands is the Clover pick for the best mon, not even Regulation E, but even since Regulation D. And even back in Regulation A, or like early Regulation B, we also, used our Armarouge, but we made it as Armarouge Iron Hands because, they support each other relatively well. All right. But yeah, you heard Dragonair here. So, now what we're going to do, folks, is we're just going to showcase the squad in some ranked battles. He's going to call all the shots. I'm just going to click the shiny button. So without wasting any further time, let's just go straight into the ranked battles. All right, we got Peter Pan with, a lot of Trick Room setters. We got 1, 2, 3 Trick Room setters potentially. And there's the Arcanine and there's the Sinistcha too. Okay.
Hey, cool. I think I really like the Indeedee Roaring Moon here, or actually maybe a Roaring Moon plus Ninetales, because that just lets us set up the veil, which makes dealing with like everything a lot easier, and they have no dark type. So I think an Indeedee-Armarouge in the back is perfect. Iron Hands would be the game 2 adjustment here, but there's no game 2 here.
It's a straight ladder, yes. The Veil plus Roaring Moon, Good question. Now, what if there was No, we need the dark type. I was just gonna say, what about Salamence? No, we need the dark type.
For sure.
What about Crocodile?
You know what? I had that on one of the earlier versions of this team, like without Roaring Moon, without Ninetales.
Okay.
It wasn't even an Indeedee-Armarouge team yet.
All right.
Okay.
So he's got Iron Hands here. Fake Out is on his side. And we're going to get our booster going, of course. There's our speed. We outspeed everything. Either way. What would you like to do here?
I think it's just deciding whether we care more about KOing the Sinistcha, getting through a potential Terra, or setting up Aurora Veil, because we can switch in Indeedee in whatever slot we care more about.
Okay.
We care less about. So I think it's a switching. Yeah, in the tour I think I would do the opposite, but I think switching Ninetales out into Indeedee and just Terra Flying. Oh wait, I guess we can't Terra Flying, but like knocking off the Sinistcha there would be the best course of action.
All right, so we're gonna dodge a potential Fake Out here, set up the terrain, and just try and remove the Sinistcha right off the bat. You know he wants something out of this. I can't imagine it being chicken, but we'll see. Is there a Terra? There is a Terra.
Okay, this might be the Heat-Proof Sinistcha Calm Mind team.
Is it?
It was Steel? Or Fire?
It's
Okay,
fire.
then it's not Heat-Proof.
Alright, but we do get some knockoff damage here. There's the Fake Out, getting whiffed, and...
Okay, it is Roaring Moon.
Alright, what do we knock off? The leftovers. Trick Room? Huh.
Okay.
I mean, sure. Okay,
I like Follow Me here,
sure.
and...
Blow it up with Acrobatics.
We could, but I don't like our position if Roaring Moon comes in. They usually have Volt Switch on the hands on this type of team, so I think knocking off the hands just to get the switch in. And either way, this helps Expanding Force the hands later if they're not if they Terra, or I guess they already used up Terra.
Nah, he just wants the raw damage there. There's a Rocky Helmet chip. He's gonna take a little bit more recoil from the Wild Charge, and there is the Strength Sap. Yeah, redirection. He's gonna get a little bit of health back, of course, but that's okay. We can take out the Sinistcha whenever we want. We just need to weaken everything here. All right, is that the Assault Vest? And it was the Assault Vest. Okay.
Okay, cool. I think switching out Indeedee here is nice. I think into Ninetales because it's the most sackable at this point, and then just an Acrobatics onto the Iron Hands.
Okay. Now you saw what the Sinistcha clicked.
Yeah, the Strength Sap. We're okay with losing both of these mons. I think getting Indeedee-Armarouge next to each other against these two specifically would be really nice.
Okay.
Wild Charge again.
Not much.
Cool.
Defense boost, doing more chip damage. Matcha gotcha this time. Uh-oh. Yeet. Oh. No burn. No burn, please.
No burn would be really nice.
Yeah, no burn. Clover Luck? Yeah. Acrobat. Oh, wow, that did nothing.
And now we get the double protect this turn.
2 turns of Trick Room left.
And then I think the last turn, it's Roaring Moon into Armarouge.
Sure thing. Alright, protect Ninetales here. Alright. And there is protect here on our side, of course. So all attacks are going to get whipped unless he has the audacity to click some kind of Calm Mindset. There's the Drain Punch. Bing! Okay. And probably Matcha Gotcha. Strength Sap. Okay, there it is. Bing! Okay. I do want to check a couple things. How many turns? Okay, so 1 turn of Snow, 1 turn of Psychic Terrain, 1 turn of Trick Room.
So I think it's switching I think Ninetales can go for an attack, or I think Auroraville is just okay here.
Okay.
And then Roaring Moon can switch out into Armarouge because I don't think they Shadow Ball that slot or Drain Punch or Wild Charge it.
There's no way. He has to commit the Matcha gotcha here. Okay. So we got the Armarouge. There's the Drain Punch. Okay. Into the Roaring Moon side. It's gonna get a little bit of health back. Am I gonna live? Am I gonna get this off? Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Wait a
Are
minute.
they reversing trick?
I think they are. Wait a minute. I'm confused.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
No idea what that was for.
What the heck was that? Alright, I mean, I got my Veil up. You can take the Ninetales now. So, this is straight Moonblast.
I think it's a switch into Indeedee and Terra Psychic Expanding Force.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's probably stronger. Yeah, we'll reset the Ninetales for later, and then, yeah, just do this, right?
Yeah, for sure. We can Terra Psychic just to try to KO the Sinistcha.
Yeah,
I don't know if it does KO, but
we're gonna go for it.
it.
If there's a time we can do it, this is that time. So,
for sure.
Terra Psychic in Psychic Terrain. All right, you could redirect whatever attack you want. You can protect your Iron Hands. It don't matter. All right, you could switch it. Here's our Terra. I can't remember the last time I Terra Psychic anything. But here it is. Hey, there's Terra Psychic Tyranitar, you know, from Michael Zeg. So here we go. There it is. All right, what's the call, my phone? Oh no, he's just gonna let me do it. All right, Expanding Force. It lives.
Ooh, it does live.
Good. This is Life Form, ladies and gentlemen. How?
If we see a Shadow Ball here, that could be bad.
All right, it's just Matcha Gotcha. That's fine.
We don't resist it anymore, which is rough.
Oh
but
no, that healing. Well, that was some healing.
No Brain is nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
So, we got rid of the Armarouge. There is the Hisuian-Arcanine.
Ooh.
Okay. You can't click E-Speed.
You can't click Flare Blitz.
No, we can't.
We have Veil, so Rock Slide isn't horrible. We can live one.
Okay.
So I think,
I do want to still try and KO this Sinistcha. Like, I mean, he's gonna outspeed. You know, is it just?
I think. What do they usually run? Extreme Speed, Flare Blitz, Rock Slide.
Yeah.
I think. What do we have in the back?
It's the occasional head smash.
I think the Follow Me is fine here.
Yep.
And then, or Helping Hand, Expanding Force. I think it's just we need to KO things.
All right, Helping Hand and E-Force. Let's see it. Is it gonna be Rock Slide? Helping Hand. Can we live? And can we not get flinched? There's the Rock Slide. He missed something. What is it? The Armarouge missed the Clover
Oh,
Lock.
we love that.
The Clover Lock, ladies and gentlemen. Listen. Because I have the Clover icon, we automatically have a +1 evasion boost. I've been saying this for a very long time.
Clover Luck is on our side.
Yes, it is. Goodbye, Arcanine, and goodbye, game. Alright. Still got Ninetales and Roaring Moon in the back. There is the Ursaluna with no Trick Room. Alright. What do you want to do here?
Just, another Helping Hand, Expanding Force.
Yes, this
unless
is
they're
target.
really fast.
Nah, there's no way.
It will, unless they're like max special defense, max HP, and then
listen. This is ladder. Don't put it past him.
Even then.
All right. Can we see a Blood Moon get one shot for the video? Here it is. Terra Psychic single target Life Orb Expanding Force in the terrain.
Yeah.
Psyspam, ladies and gentlemen. Man.
Boom.
All right, that was just a 4-0 after some repositioning, of course. All right, we got Gardevoir back in regulationE and Hariyama and Breloom and a Sableye with a Dusclops. Whew.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, what do the notes say about Gardevoir and Hariyama here?
I think they have wide guard.
Oh yeah.
That's something worth noting. So maybe a Roaring Moon Indeedee lead.
Okay.
That just gives you options in both ways. And then we got the Flash Fire Armarouge for Torkoal. I don't think they have a way to break Armarouge once you get the Hariyama gone, so that's good. Sinistcha maybe for the Spore immunity on Breloom.
Could be good, yeah. I think so.
If they Terra, then you just get to Rage Powder away all their attacks.
Alright, we'll run this. I can't say you're gonna run into this in a tournament, but in ladder, oh yeah. Be prepared for
Yeah, I'd like to see the open sheet on this.
Oh man, ask him. just search him up on Twitter and let's ask him. Oh my goodness. Alright, he's thinking about it. He's got 7 seconds. Is he gonna time out? Let's see. 3, 2, 1. That's a timeout. Alright.
Okay, the first 4. We're okay with seeing the first 4.
Yeah, I see. Okay. If it's Gardevoir and Hariyama, you know he timed out. Let's see. Oh, he did. He got it in time.
Okay.
Oh.
So that's a wide guard.
I guess.
I'm thinking
think
Terra Flying Helping Hand on the Hariyama because we have enough damage to break the Dusclops later.
Okay.
And we just want to get wide guard out of the way.
Alright, now, question for you. If he Terras, do we care?
If it's Terra Dark Dusclops, that's like the worst case scenario.
Oh, I'm talking about the Hariyama. Like.
Oh, I didn't even consider that. I think if he tears anything, it'll be the Dusclops, just because knockoff is a real possibility here.
Sure. Okay, I'll do it. If he Will-O-Wisp, do we care?
No, because you can get Armarouge back in, and there's a chance that they just miss anyways.
Okay. All right.
And knockoff will just get that Eviolite off. They get a lot easier to break later.
Oh yeah, it's huge. If you can remove that, the Dusclops is not that bulky. Yeah. All right, here we go. We're gonna tear the Roaring Moon here. Yep. We're gonna go for the hardest acrobatics Terra that you've ever seen with helping hand pressure. All right, he doesn't commit. Okay. Is there an ally switch? No ally switch. Is this a one-shot?
I think so.
It is a one-shot. Now, he's going to click Trick Room. He's going to get in his Sweeper, which is the Torkoal. Nightshade! What?
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Hello? No Trick Room? What? Huh. Well, there's the Torkoal.
Yeah.
No Trick Room. You think what I'm
I think
thinking?
I think it's a knockoff into the Dusclops and a hard switch into Armarouge just because we need Indeedee alive.
Exactly.
Finish is not going to have a fun time with this.
No, it's not. Just get this thing off the board and make it doable. Yeah, he might have Paint Split or whatever, but we don't care. Alright, here comes the Armarouge ready to soak up an Eruption or Heat Wave. That's fine, buddy. You protect that thing. I'll get off my free knockoff here. Oh my god, the damage.
Wow.
Goodbye, Eviolite. Oh, thank you. Oh, that Trick Room. Alright, is this Protect Expanding Force?
I think it's the other way. We protect the
This thing?
Armarouge just in case it's like Mega Crit Earth Power plus Nightshade, and then
think that's what it's gonna go for.
Yeah, and a knockoff into Torkoal.
Ooh.
Acro does more, but I think removing an item potentially
Does Terra.
depending on what it is.
Alright. Is it gonna be water? It is the Torkoal. And it's a Terra Fire. You know what this means. Is this helping
We
hand
like to
eruption?
see that.
Alright. Let's see it. Helping Hand. Is it Earth Power or is it Eruption?
I think it's Eruption.
Protect. Okay. Show me the Earth Power. Eruption. Goodbye, Roaring Moon.
Yep.
He has to, right? He can't. Okay, there it is. Roaring Moon is gonna go down here. Expanding Force would have done very well that turn, but that's okay.
Okay. Now you have Follow Me, and it's super safe to just Expanding Force and either Follow Me away or Helping Hand.
Yeah, because now we can redirect the Earth Power. And again, ladies and gentlemen, that was just like more or less the safe play with no drawback. Because if he went for the Earth Power, we would have been like a little bit more punished. Whereas like Roaring Moon going down is not so bad here. So I think we can just click E-Force over here, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
And then just follow me and just be safe here. If he protects, he protects. He is going for the Helping Hand play. So Indeedee might go down here, actually. But
that's okay.
Yeah,
as long as we
fine.
get the Expanding Force off.
Yeah, we just need the big
in the
chip.
back.
Yep.
Okay.
And now he's just making our fire type moves a little bit stronger, of course, but we did not click that. Indeedee, thank you for your service. Another claim sold to the Eruption, but here is the big Expanding Force damage.
I think that's just a double KO.
Oh,
yeah.
My goodness. Yep. And that's it. So you might have removed our Indeedee, but I'll take your Dusclops and I'll take your Torkoal. 2 for 1. And if my math is correct, that's a win for me. Alright, what's your last mon here? We have the Sinistcha. We still have
Armarouge gets to
redirection.
sip some tea.
Armarouge gets to sip some tea. A little bit of tea. It's the Breloom. Wow.
Okay.
I mean,
Sinistcha wins against that.
Yeah, you can't click a grass move, you can't click a fighting move. Well, I'll let you finish this off. Yeah.
I think it's just a flamethrower now because I don't even know if that's more powerful.
Well,
the
single target,
Expanding Force is probably more powerful. Either way, this thing faints. I think flamethrower has a chance to burn and take it down automatically, so we go for that.
Sure.
And then Matcha Gotcha can miss, so Matcha Gotcha.
I mean, I think he just cancels. Aerial Ace! Oh! The tech!
Oh, they do have a way to hit us, okay.
The tech!
Cool.
Whoa, but that's okay. I think we still win. Alright, here we go. Citrus Berry. And here is the Matcha Gotcha. We do connect. It's gonna do a little bit chip, but we get a little bit healing. And if we burn, that's just the insult to injury, because at this point, it's over. And there's the burn to insult the injury. Alright? And we let him have it with the flamethrower. Psyspam coming out on top.
Let's go.
Against Hariyama and Breloom.
Nice clean game.
Yes. Extremely, extremely clean. GG's to our opponent here. Alright, we got the Big Mackie with a very standard Tailwind offense. This is about as started of the team as I've run into in a while.
For sure. A cool thing about this matchup is that the Chien-Pao, if it has Ice Spinner, will, if we get it down to Sash, it will knock itself out, and then with Ice Spinner into the Rocky Helmet Indeedee and not be able to get the terrain down. I don't think they will have Ice Spinner because they have their own Rillaboom. That feels really bad.
Crash.
Yeah, 100%. So I think maybe
he's gonna bring his Rillaboom
into
he's gonna change our terrain.
I really like Iron Hands.
Okay.
I think on lead.
All right.
And I like.
It's gonna change the weather.
I like Roaring Moon as well, because into Landorus, or actually, I think Roaring Moon Ninetales lead is fine here. We have defensive Terra, and into Landorus you can Hisuian knock off.
Okay.
I think it is Iron Hands in the back and
6 seconds.
Sinistcha, yeah. I guess Sinistcha.
Alright, we're gonna leave the Psyspam boys behind this time around. Double steal on his team. He's got Gholdengo and Heatran. Not something that I normally would do, but hey man, two fundamentally different Pokemon. But we'll see if the Big Mackie can make it work.
For sure.
This is ladder. Alright.
This is going to be a support the Iron Hands game because I think it hits like all of their mons for super effective other than
Except
Landorus.
Oh, Gholdengo Chien-Pao. Whoa. Alright, we're giving the Chien-Pao a defense boost here.
Okay, I think it's a...
This looks interesting, actually. Because the Chien-Pao's going to outspeed the Roaring Moon, but we can click the Veil.
The Roaring Moon outspeeds the Chien-Pao because of the speed boost.
We have the speed boost. That's right, that's right.
So we could Tailwind, but the thing is, we could Tailwind Veil, we could knock off Moonblast, but I think we Terra Water, Moonblast the Chien-Pao, and protect the Roaring Moon.
Yeah, we can be safe here. Yeah, there's no
this
drawback to this play. Yeah. I
The
think
scouts for Terra Dragon, Gholdengo as well.
Yeah, I thought I was going to see a Landorus switch in potentially, but there is no switch. Okay. Terra Water Ninetales is coming out here, and there's no way he can even KO this Ninetales now that it's water. Okay. We do see a Terra. Is this Ghost? Yo. Oh, it's the Gholdengo. Terra Steel.
Steel. Okay.
Oh, he was going for it, man. Did he double the Ninetales with this? No way. Alright, protect here. So it is
as long as we don't see Icy Wind or something weird, should be good.
Oh,
Crash.
Crashed. Okay. Alright. And we are going to see our Moonblast come out into the Chien-Pao. Not even Sash. Okay. And this is definitely going to be the big Make It Rain. You know it's coming. Alright, here it is. And we can also got. Oh my god, that still did more than half. Is that Specs, dude? Let's see. Well, I think, yeah, maybe. Who knows?
I think now it's an Acro into... I wanted to say Tailwind, but I think an Acro into Chien-Pao and a Veil is safest. We can always set up Tailwind later. Can I see what's in the back?
Sure.
Because if they have another speed control option,
Tornadus.
then Nasty Pot could be... Okay, yeah, Nasty Pot could be bad. So I think we... Icy Wind and hope the Chien-Pao goes down, and then... Actually, I think Veil attack is like the safest play.
Yeah, I mean, he protects, but okay. Then what do you want?
And Acro into Chien-Pao, I guess.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, the swap! Yo.
Rillaboom?
Heatran.
Heatran. Okay, cool.
So we will get our Veil. So that's the good news. Alright, a little bit chip into the Heatran. Laughable chip. Alright, Aurora Veil. And now, again, this Make It Rain's not going to do as much. And the Ninetales should theoretically live. With all things considered. Another Make It Rain. So this will bring it down to -2. Ninetales lives. So does Roaring Moon, of course. Alright, and now you would have to wonder if the Gholdengo switches out here. Potentially.
I think it's an Icy Wind with Ninetales and a Protect with Roaring Moon.
And what
this just lets us... the Protect, I think, just into Heatran, scouting for what they're going to go for, because we want to get Tailwind up and Iron Hands in at the same time.
Okay.
And we have Fake Out once Iron Hands gets in, as long as Ninetales goes down here.
We do have a chance here for a KO. Let's see. Wow, he just made everything weaker with that swap. You know, because of the defense drops.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Icy Wind. We do connect. Is this enough? Oh!
Not. Okay.
Yeah.
I could think we didn't go for that earlier.
But now the Ninetales outspeeds the Chien-Pao, right? Oh, he clicked Earth Power, dude.
Uh-oh. I think... We don't want to risk the Icy Wind, so I think it's just like a Moonblast knockoff. Because knockoff will go first, get the increased damage, and then Moonblast just to. Oh, we don't have. We have the speed drop. Okay, so yeah, we're good. Moonblast knockoff is good.
Moonblast here.
Moonblast into Chien-Pao and then knockoff into Heatran.
Alright, yeah,
And
let's just remove stuff. Alright.
if they sucker punch, they're not attacking. That's good. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay. So we get a little
Next
bit of
turn.
knockoff here. I was surprised to see that. In
Sure.
all honesty, but you know, I guess it does pick up. Barely. I would assume barely. But here's our knockoff. Oh, the damage. The Assault Vest!
Nice.
Earth Power. That's not killing. Alright, that's good. Okay.
And now you get Iron Hands in.
Oh,
We could get the
pressure.
Sinistcha in, but I think yeah, Iron Hands is better. And we get the free fake out into Chien-Pao, and I think it's Tailwind time.
Yeah, he teared the Gholdengo already, so you know he does, like, if he protects, cool, but that means we killed the Heatran.
Mm-hmm. I think it's Tailwind time, just because we can Drain Punch the Heatran at any time now that we know that it's Assault Vest and it doesn't have Protect.
Well, he doesn't have Assault Vest. We knocked it off. Oh yeah, that's right. He doesn't have Protect. Yeah, you're right. Okay, here we go. So there's the Protect. Bing. Okay. And here is our Tailwind. All right, late game speed control, of course. And this is probably Earth Power into the Iron Hands. It is. That did laughable damage. Spadef drop though. Okay. Alright, what would you like to do here?
I think it's Drain Punch into the. I kind of want to see what's in the back just in case.
Sure, he's got the
Drain
Gholdengo.
Punch. What would the last mon be?
Probably Rillaboom. Do you get Landorus in here? Maybe.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I think Rillaboom, yeah. So I think Drain Punch into the Heatran is fine, and then Acrobatics into the Chien-Pao is also fine.
You definitely
If
gonna
they
see
switch
there's a sucker.
Sucker Punch.
Alright, we do
There you
live,
go.
so that's very good. Alright, here we go. Acrobatics. And will we out? Yeah, we should, right? This is Tailwind. We have some speed.
Yeah, for sure. And the speed drop from the Ninetales earlier.
It's true. Alright. Any damage that Heatran just did was just automatically negated, you know, with this Drain Punch. So down goes Heatran. So now it's a 2v3. And we
love
have
to see
Sinistcha to heal whenever we want. It is Gholdengo yet again. And we have Tailwind on our side. There is the Rillaboom. Yep.
I think we get all the healing this turn by switching out
Yep.
Iron Hands into Sinistcha.
Okay. I also want to just take a moment just to see how many turns of screens. We still got 3 turns of screens. Pretty good. Alright. And then you want to just protect.
Yeah, and then it's just a
Yeah, and then
clean
we get
Protect here.
grassy terrain recovery as well. Alright. Here is the Sinistcha. Okay. If he wants to go for Make It Rain, can definitely do it. But I think it's just a straight up protect here. Alright, let's see it. Fake out. And what? Shadow Ball? There is the fake out into the ghost. Oh, he went into the protected slot. Okay. And is this... Uh-oh. We should live. Ooh! Barely. That's Specs, dude. Wait, is it Specs? I don't know. I mean, through the veil? Maybe.
I think, yeah, through the veil, it's probably Specs. Because there's Shadow Ball, I was going to sack Moon, but I think Moon is better here. So a Strength Step into Rillaboom, and just to keep Sinistcha alive.
Uh-huh.
Actually, because they're AV on Heatran, the Strength Step isn't guaranteed. So maybe, yeah, Strength Step into Rilla,
Okay.
and then knock off into Acro into Rilla as well.
Alright, you want to force the 2-on-1 there. Yep. Alright. Not going to be able to kill the Rillaboom. But we do get some nice, juicy recovery here. And he is locked into Shadow Ball there.
Nice.
Right, because he specs. Ooh, there's another Shadow Ball. Okay. Sinistcha still surviving here. Spadef drop. Uh-oh. Wood Hammer. That's gonna do... Oh. Almost gonna knock himself out.
And now I think we get the Rage Powder Acro into Tailwind Drain Punch.
Alright, we have no more Tailwind. Okay.
So I think it's oh yeah, Rage Powder Acro. Just because we don't want them gliding plus Shadow Balling, and then
yeah, the whole idea is the hands is gonna win.
For sure.
Slash Roaring Moon, you know, how do you can't beat the Roaring Moon by clicking a ghost move. Oh, we're just gonna do this here. Yeah, there's the Grassy Glide. Okay, yeah, that's not enough. Even if, yeah, there it is. Goodbye. Okay, so Gholdengo is gonna have to do 3-on-1, but unfortunately he's locked into that ghost move. And that ghost move is just not gonna be enough here. Alright, so there, down goes the Sinistcha, but now we have Fake Out Drain Punch, as you said. Well, no, I said that wrong. Yeah, but it is a Fake Out play.
I think it's Fake Out Tailwind into Drain Punch.
That's what I meant.
Anything.
Yeah, so here we go. Fake Out Tailwind. Alright, does he cancel? Yes, he does. He's gonna save us some time. Because he can't win. He locked into Shadow Ball there. Alright, folks, so now we're in the Pokepaste section of the video where now we're gonna discuss with Elijah how you constructed the squad mon by mon, and then, you know, just talk a little bit over about the spreads and what they do. So let's start with the Psyspam boys. Actually, did you even start with the Psyspam duo and then built around it, or how did you start? What was the first one that came here?
So in Victory Road, I played a bunch of different teams in testing with Team Jamaica, just to try to get a feel for what Trick Room was like in this format. And Sinistcha Iron Hands was the first thing that I tested because it just seemed like an easy combination to throw together. With Cresselia, you're healing it up, and Iron Hands and Cress are super bulky. Right. So the Iron Hands and the Sinistcha were the first mons in this team, and they're the same sets that I used in Victory Road. I'm just really familiar with them and how they play, and so from there, I was looking for Trick Room sweepers, and originally I tested Blood Moon. I tested a whole bunch of other things, and I threw them also on a non Trick Room teams, and it felt really good to have this Sinistcha Iron Hands mode, and then a non Trick Room mode. So I think Tail Room was. I usually decide closer to like the end of any format that I play that Tail Room is just like the ideal team for me. Once I get more familiar, because you know what to EV, and you can create your mon super bulky and still move first, and that feels really good. So this Sinistcha ended up being perfect into the Torn Urshifu matchup. It lives Adamant, Terra Water, Surging Strikes, and Bleak Wind Storm after Citrus Recovery, and then it also lives Beads of Ruin, Terra Fairy, Degleam when it's poison, plus Snarl or Heat Wave once it's Poison Terrad. So next to Indeedee, you can follow me away the single target attacks, and it lives all the double targets. Okay. And then it also lives max special attack, Q respects Dark Pulse when it's Poison Terrad. Modest, so it's just like it always lives as long as you don't flinch there. In case they find some way to KO the Indeedee before the KO gets to you. And then the hands just lives Choice Specs, Fluttermane, Moonblast. And then hands lives everything else. Like it's just such a good mon. And then once you get to the Psyspam duo, Armarouge, I EV'd the HP for reduced chip from Life Orb. And then after that, it outspeeds non plus nature base 100s after Tailwind. And then Timid Flutter, it outspeeds speed creepers of Timid Flutter too, because I think it's 104, so it's a couple base speed higher than it needs to be. As well, it speed ties with Jolly base 90s, like Arcanine. So in that match there, I was a little bit worried about that. After the -1, if Ninetales Icy wins them, you still speed tie with Arcanine. So that's something to look out for if you were to recreate the team. I think making it one speed faster or one speed slower, depending on what you would what you think you're going to go for more often. If you're going to go for the Trick Room mode and you want to be able to still outspeed if you have Indeedee-Armarouge in the back and you decide, okay, it's Trick Room time, and you speed drop them already, because that did happen a couple times in my sets where my mons are slow enough that even though I went for Icy Wind to get things off with Roaring Moon in the early game or Iron Hands in the early game, you still have the Indeedee-Armarouge Trick Room mode in the end, just because everything is so fast in this format. So that's up to you. That's like personal choice in team building as well. And then other than that, the special attack on Armarouge is guaranteed 2-hit KO into Gholdengo, which is crazy with Helping Hand. So if that's their only psychic resist, they switch that in, it gets 2-hit KO'd anyways,
Right.
and you get to keep your fire type in to make it rain, so you resist it, which is really nice. Indeedee, although yeah, it does its best. Indeed, does its best. If I could have Sasha and Rocky Helmet, it would have both, because it just doesn't live everything you want it to live, which I guess it's a good balancing by Pokemon, because it lives Adamant, Chien-Pao, Icicle Crash. Because of Psychic Terrain, you don't have to worry about Sucker Punch, and then Terra Fairy protects it against like other dark moves and dark foos. So into open team sheets, you know exactly what they have. You can go from there. It has a favorable roll against Booster, Special Attack, Terra Fairy, Flutter. I think it's like an 18% chance to get Oko,
Right.
but it doesn't live Toy Specs, Terra Fairy, Moonblast, so you have to worry about that. It lives Crit, Ivy Cudgel, but not Terra Fire +1 Ivy Cudgel, which I found out in one of my sets. It didn't end up mattering because my Armarouge outsped their other mon and was able to just Oko both of them. But yeah, that was scary. And then it's fine if they Terra Fire as well, because they're just walled by Armarouge if they do that. So you can play around that and position Iron Hands, like Iron Hands, Armarouge instead of Indeedee on lead, just because. And I did that a bunch of times as well, because if the Chien-Pao's only dark move is Sucker Punch, then they have nothing to hit Armarouge. So you can do a couple cool things like that. Ninetales just lives max attack heavy slam from Iron Hands after Veil without Terra, and then it's like a 6.3% chance to be OHKO'd by Ivy Cudgel before Veil, and then it lives Life Orb max special attack Heat Wave from Heatran, and then you need to Terra against Chiyu because it just Chiyu melts you.
Of course.
Yeah. And then Roaring Moon is the last mon. It was the last mon that I chose for this team too. It's so good in speed control. I think it's better than Urshifu because you force a lot of, with already outspeeding your opponent, you force them to reposition. So them being able to protect is sometimes like an asset to you. Like Urshifu, a lot of times they'll double you because you're putting on so much offensive pressure, but this mon allows them to protect and reposition, and that's fine because you have your own things that you want to do. You have Aurora Veil, you have Tailwind, you have Trick Room, you have Strength Sap, you have Rage Powder to protect you, and this Roaring Moon lives everything that I needed to. I think it's 2-hit KO'd by Choice Specs Dazzle. It's doesn't get OHKO'd by Choice Specs Moonblast. It Helping Hand Acrobatics guaranteed OHKO's Flutter,
Right.
which is amazing. With Terra, and then without Terra, you just regular Helping Hand Acrobatics KOs any Orgripon, which is really nice. Yeah, so you don't even have to Terra. That helps you against if they Terra and they Terra Fire or Terra Water, and you don't end up KOing because they lose the Grass type, because you still resist them because you're a dragon. So
Right.
that was something in testing that I really liked with this team. And then the Terras on this team are kind of different from normal Psyspam teams and like things that are out there. Terra Psychic Armarouge is just for maximum damage. Terra Fairy Indeedee is for the Chien-Pao, like I said, and then the Urshifu Dark matchups,
Yep.
as well as you don't need the Terra Water on this team just because you have Sinistcha and it lives everything into that matchup, the Torn Ursh matchup, and then you get Rage Powder, and then you can get Indeedee in later. Also, a fun thing that I found out was that if I mentioned it earlier in the video, if you get Chien-Pao down to Sash and then they Ice Spinner into the Indeedee, then Rocky Helmet KOs them and they don't get Psychic Terrain taken off of the field, so you get Armarouge back in and you get to click Expanding Force for free. Terra Grass Iron Hands came up so much in this tournament just because I expected Amoonguss to be popular, and I didn't want to have to worry about clicking Follow Me Trick Room with Armarouge and then or with Sinistcha, and then having to worry about Amoonguss coming in and doing a lot, as well as Amoonguss redirecting, because most of the time it was like Amoonguss King Gambit or something that Iron Hands did really well against, and being able to Terra Grass and just punch whatever was in the other slot was really nice. Terra Water on Ninetales was specifically so you don't have to worry too much about Chien-Pao's strongest moves while still resisting like Chi-Yu and fire moves. It's just a really good defensive typing water.
For sure.
And then Terra Flying is purely offensive for Roaring Moon. If I could have Poison, then I would. If I could have Steel, then I would. But it's for the offensive calc of being able to Oko Choice Specs Flutter, because it causes a lot of problems for this team if it's Choice Specs Modest Flutter. Like, I didn't EV for that whatsoever, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it just makes a lot of sense. Like the construction wise, you know, you have the Trick Room matchup, you have the screen set, you have the fast mode, you have the slow mode, you got fake out pressure, you got redirection, there is speed control, you know, Icy Wind, Tailwind, Trick Room, so a Tail Room team in the grand scheme of things. And then, you know, you have a little bit of damage mitigation with the Veil, like we said, and even the Strength Sap. So overall, it's a great team. We did Roaring Moon Ninetales before, along with Iron Hands, but you know, with now that you slap on like stuff like Psyspam, now it just gives the team a little bit more flexibility and makes things a little bit more interesting. So really, really cool squad, you know, very well built. And now what we're gonna do, folks, is we're going to show you the rental code so that you too can try out Dragonair Jordan's Psyspam Roaring Moon Screens team. All right, folks, so there it is. There is the rental for Dragonair Jordan's Ice Matcha squad. Once again, congratulations, Elijah. Top 20 and getting good amount of CP there. Is there anything that you would change about the squad now in hindsight?
I think if you're going to use the squad on ladder, you could change the Terra Poison on Sinistcha to Terra Water, Terra Fairy, just because the Terra Poison is against the Glimmora Dondozo matchup, so that you can absorb Toxic Spikes. So you're not running into that much on ladder.
No.
And then the other thing I would change is Armarouge should be 1 speed faster or 1 speed slower, just so that you don't speed tie with base 90s after the Icy Wind.
I see. That's okay. You know, we'll let the viewers make that change. Is there any shout outs you want to give?
For sure. I want to give a shout out to Kyle for helping me. I bounced ideas back and forth with him a lot. And then to Stack, JF Cake, Raven for helping me build the team in game. I haven't been Terra farming as much as I should, so they helped me Terra all my mons, and then also get the hidden ability on Ninetales, so I really appreciate that. It helped a lot being able to focus on testing instead of grinding out the mons.
Yeah, and that we're not going to get into here, folks, but like I said, that raises another age-old argument, right? And You know, we'll leave it at that. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, though. All right. So, where can the viewers find you, Dragon?
I've got a YouTube channel that I'm gonna start posting on soon, as well as you can find me on Twitter at DragonAirJ, and I think in my YouTube is linked to my like Instagram and everything else like that, so you can find me there.
Yeah, folks, and also we're gonna link the team report that Dragonair has also very graciously given us. So check the video description below if you want to know a little bit more about the team. But hopefully you enjoyed the showcase and that you give this squad a try, and let us know how you do with it. All right, but that's gonna do it for now, folks. Stay tuned for another future collaboration. We'll be back with another video. Peace out, and have a good one.